WN. Traffic.
Happening in traffic this morning, we have a truck.
Traffic, the bane of our existence, even in beautiful Cape Town. Not even the sleepy surfing town of Muizenberg is immune.
The traffic signage in this area. I'm Zane Johnson for Eyewitness News Traffic.
We're here to meet someone at the centre of a long-standing controversy. Someone small in stature, but with a big appetite. Someone, or more precisely something, making waves here in the southern suburbs.
In the centre of the town, just around the corner from the beach, is a bridge. She's made quite a name for herself, and that name is Bridget, or Biddy for short.
It's a quaint name for someone with such an insatiable appetite. For trucks, that is.
I would say I don't think there's ever been a month that there's not been an incident. And so we see it as Bridget having breakfast or lunch or supper. But there are days when she has 2 meals.
Trader 𝗶𝗶𝘀 lives on the 6th floor of Muizenberg's tallest building. You might say that's given her a prime seat at Biddy's table. And she's documented quite a few of those meals.
Tell us some stories about Bridget.
One that is really funny is a guy who had a very tall fishing rod. And so he got stuck underneath. And then in the water crisis time, everyone was getting water tanks. And so one guy came with a delivery of 4 or 5 water tanks. And he thought he was going to get through.
No surprise how that turned out. But Biddy hasn't always been this controversial. After all, she's one of Muizenberg's oldest residents.
Bridget was born during the era of the horse and carriage and steam trains. But which came first, Bridget or the railway line?
Bridget began life probably about 1910. The railway came through Muizenberg to Simonstown in 1882. It was opened. There was so much traffic coming to Muizenberg that they doubled the line in 1910. And that's when the bridge was built.
Chris Taylor's a respected local historian and an unashamed Biddy fan.
So the original line came before Bridget?
It did. Well, there were no motor cars at the time. When the railway arrived, they said, we'll make it sturdy and we'll make it to fit for life. And she's still standing.
Just around the corner from Biddy, Tessa Moore and her partner Peter run their renowned surf shop.
Bridget has been eating trucks since, well, certainly Peter opened his shop in July 71, and he said within 2 weeks he heard this kaboom and thought that the world had come to an end, and everybody said, no, that's just the bridge. So it's been a constant source of amusement ever since then.
But what's celebrity status without proper publicity? Tessa set up a Facebook page, and while we're not talking Beyonce numbers, this shy little bridge now has 4,000 online friends. On average, Biddy munches her way through 2 trucks a month. But in late 2017, she set a personal record.
Oh, that was amazing. That would have had 𝗀𝗶𝗀𝗆, the owner of ShopRite Checkers, in tears, because within, I think it was 3 or 4 days, she had a Checkers Food Services, she had a Checkers truck, and she had a ShopRite truck.
Checkmate for Bridget.
Absolutely.
It was time to talk specifics with someone from the city.
A normal bridge, our provincial and national standard is 5.2 meters. And this bridge is less than half than that. We detect them on 2.4 to have a safety margin.
So it's a lot lower.
It's less than half. And she's one of many in the world.
And her international competitors have equally impressive appetites, like this one in the US. A little taller than Biddy, nicknamed the can opener, for obvious reasons. So with Biddy pouncing on any truck foolish enough to try and squeeze its way under her, why not simply lower the road or raise the bridge?
That's the question that people ask. You know, this bridge was built approximately 10 years before the first car. To lift a railway line by 2.5 meters to the national standard is going to be impossible.
Lowering the road isn't an option either because of cabling and other services. City of Cape Town officials have spent years searching for solutions. What they've come up with is a 3D laser system that detects the dimensions of approaching vehicles and warns anyone too high to take an alternative route. But is it working?
In the last 10 years, there are 36% more trucks on the road. There will always be people that don't adhere to road signs, unfortunately.
And when those signs are ignored, Trader is one of the first to hear the result. I say one because there are people even closer to the action.
It's interesting. When I hear the bash, then immediately I hear laughter.
The source of the laughter is the homeless, for whom Biddy provides shelter.
On a few occasions, they've seen a lorry come, knowing this is trouble coming, and they'd stop them.
There is even signs there as you come in, signs down there, but they overlooked it, they just come. Sometimes I am trying to write, I stop them. Hello, no, you too high, they just think, man.
𝗶𝗵𝗶𝘀 has been living here for almost 15 years.
Now, Bridget is your home.
Yeah, that's my home. That is my love of my life. Sometimes when the water's running right from the wall, and I think, Bridget is crying.
Really,
Because she's experienced a lot of things. Happiness, laughter, crying, tears, sadness. She a witness of a lot of things there. If only she can talk, yeah.
In a humble way, yes, she is notorious. Others claim to be truck eaters as well, but nothing quite like Bridget. She's consistent, you know.
Consistent, loved, loathed. For now a fixture in Muizenberg. But for how much longer?